Hello everyone. So now we'll go into the second part. Before you start doing something in Python or playing with the Python or solving problem in Python, we need the first step is how do we install the Python. So we can go to our YouTube channel, and there we can get the link to the our GitHub book, and we'll go to lecture 1.2, that is about the Python installation. So depending upon the platform, there might be minor variations. How do you install? But most of the people are aware how to install some tool in their in the native environment. Like if you want to install in Ubuntu or any Debian-based Linux platform, we can use the apt-get install Python, and it's good to use the root permission with the sudo, so that it can install in the central part and you can do many things. Otherwise, sometimes the permission issues may come that Python is not able to run something. And when we go through these books, sometime we may be using this symbol, which means we are running command not inside the Python but in the some command cell, like in the Linux cell we have, or in the Mac we have, or in Windows CMD we have. And if you want to run these commands within the from the Python, we can use different symbols. We'll come to that, in some of the example we'll be doing that. So you can install for Ubuntu using this apt-get install. You can use Fedora, like we use yum install in Fedora. Nowadays we are using the Python version 3. In some of the older system you might be having Python 2. Not many things are running on Python 2, so it's good to go for the upgrade for Python 3. Similarly, if you are using FreeBSD or any platform, you can go to Python and you can see, what kind of uh, uh, in what way you need to install Python in your system. If you face any difficulty, you can comment in this in this video, and we'll try to help you how you can install it for your platform, or any difficulty you face. Nowadays, many people use Anaconda also. I'll just search and show it to you. So you can search Anaconda. So you see Anaconda distribution, and depending upon, for I am using Mac, so it's showing for me for Mac. You can use for Windows or the Linux based. You can install Anaconda, and from there you can use manage Python's like ID. We call it interactive development environment. In Python, we can type our command in a simple text file also, and we can run it from there. But it's good to use some ID or some UI based environment where we can do profiling, where we can do run line by line. Many other advantage we get. So unless you are really professional, or you have quite experienced Python developer, it's good to go for some UI. I used to prefer Spider. I use Spider when I am on a normal system. In cloud, I use Google Colab. So this book, when I wrote 10 years, more than a decade back, I was using the Spider to write many components on it. Now I have updated it to bring it to the Google Colab, where I and many of my colleagues, my partners who are helping me in this, we can collaborate and we can develop. So most of the things we are using in Google Colab, and only difference you will see is when we read some data file. I'll be reading my data file from the Google Drive, and some command I use it for it. In your case, you may have to give some path to local file. We'll not go into this at point of time. When we read some file, when we go to that phase, we'll discuss more about it. And of course, any difficulty you face, you can always put a comment, and we'll try our best to reply to it. We all have full-time job, full-time responsibility. So over weekend, we'll try to help with you your queries. So if you want to read, how the Google Colab works, it's good to go through this introduction to Colab lecture, because since this lecture was already available on the uh, Google Colab, we have not rewritten it, and we got this link through this book, the so we have taken directly it from there, so you can read it. We don't have to repeat this. There is no point in making the same video again. So you refer to it. We'll provide the link in this in our video. In the description also we'll provide the link, how you can use this, watch this video to learn it. And if you face a difficulty, you can learn. And there are some description on, so this is good if you want to, you prefer watching videos. If you prefer to read about it, there is a very nice you know uh, by Mr. Gandhi to many things are there on the special things when you want to process raster data, vector data, all this GIS kind of data. He has mentioned very nicely about how you can work in the Colab. So there you can read about it. So whatever way you prefer, but it's good at least you try to create and play with it before we go deeper into into the Python. So that's it for time being, and then we'll meet in the next lecture. There we will start with some simple things and then slowly we'll go more deeper into it. Yeah, thank you.